Hello, this is George Geist, and welcome back to Streaming 2027. Paramount Global has had a rough year. The stock is down some 45% over the last 12 months. Its market capitalization is an anemic $8 billion. Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, reported selling one-third of its stake during the fourth quarter of 2023. The company is subject to intense speculation about possible acquirers. But does anyone want to pay Sherry Redstone's price? Analysts, reporters are having a tough time painting a positive scenario for the future of Paramount Global. But maybe there is one, a White Squire. So what is a White Squire, and who might Paramount's White Squire be? Well, a white knight is a friendly company that acquires a corporation at fair consideration with support of the target's board. Oftentimes this happens when the corporation is facing a hostile takeover from another unattractive acquirer. Now, on the other hand, a White Squire is an investor or friendly company that buys a stake in a target company to prevent a hostile or unfavorable takeover. It may be unfavorable from the point of evaluation or some of the other terms. Now, a famous example of a White Squire was Microsoft and its investment of $150 million in Apple on August 6th, 1997. It's hard to believe, some 27 years ago, but Steve Jobs made a famous announcement at an Apple conference that Microsoft, yes, Microsoft, a historic competitor, fierce competitor with Apple, would be making an investment of $150 million in Apple. There are lots of reasons why this was taking place, including Microsoft's desire to keep Apple alive for antitrust reasons. But the point is that Microsoft's $150 million investment in Apple was a major factor in why Apple was able to go on to become one of the most valuable companies in the world. In fact, over the last few years, you probably know that Apple and Microsoft have been competing as to which company is indeed has the largest market cap. And both are hovering around $3 trillion in market cap. Microsoft, at the time I'm doing this, is a little bit ahead. But the question now is, who could Paramount's White Squire be? Let's take a look at one possibility. All right, I'm in Streaming 2027. As before, I'm going to go rebuild a constellation. This time, I'm going to start out with a blank arena. Opening arena, nothing is in it, and nothing is here to describe it. I'm just going to go down to pick up on equity investment. Now, what comes back is a sample of equity investments, some in the past, some potentially in the future. For example, if you look down here, you see here's Walt Disney and Epic Games. This is a recent announcement that Disney made, which is an important one. We'll be discussing that in a future video. But what I want to concentrate on right now is right up here. Here's Walmart. Here's Paramount Global. Yes, the White Squire could be Walmart. Let's examine this in some detail, how this might work out. I'll click on Paramount Global, and I'll go down and take a look at this company from a business description perspective. Now, refresh your mind, Paramount Global was formed in 2019 as ViacomCBS. It later changed its name to Paramount Global. The company's services include Paramount Plus and Pluto TV. Pluto TV is a fast or free ad-supported service. Paramount TV's media group include cable channels like MTV, Nickelodeon, Showtime. That makes up a majority of the company's revenue, but it's been on the decline given cord cutting. Paramount also owns a linear TV network, most of you are familiar with, CBS. a movie studio which is historic and famous, and has to deal with Taylor Sheraton's cinematic universe, which is significant. Now, National Amusements, or NAI, directly or through subsidiaries control some 77% of the Class A voting shares of Paramount Global. And Sherry Redstone is CEO and majority owner of NAI. So essentially, Sherry makes the calls as to what happens going forward. Three events that I wanted to talk about in the recent past. Berkshire Hathaway, as we mentioned, in February, reported that it sold about a third of its investment during the fourth quarter of 2023. That triggered a downward move in the stock. On January 30th, 2024, the Allen Media Group made a $14.3 billion offer to buy Paramount Global. This offer is not fully taken seriously, given the fact that there's questions about financing and other terms that may take place. Another event was in December of 2023. Skydance Media is reportedly kicking the tires on Paramount's assets. Now, Skydance is a partner with Paramount, a number of projects, including the Mission Impossible franchise and Jack Reacher film TV adaptations. Scenarios for Skydance and a private equity partner, Redbird Capital, included buying a majority stake in NAI, the parent of Paramount Global, or dealing at the Paramount Global level, according to Puck. All right, so let's now go down and take a look at a little bit more details on Paramount Global. All right, I'm going to scroll down and go to our familiar timeline. Now, remember, this timeline has both historical events to the left of the red line and possible, I want to emphasize possible future events under different scenarios to the right of the red line. Look at a few past events. For example, Walmart is involved as of August 2022 with Paramount, given the fact that Walmart is offering Paramount Plus's ad-supported tier as part of Walmart Plus. And also, in the more recent past, Paramount NAI has hired Byron Trott to advise on a possible sale or other possible strategic relationship. And that was around February 2024, possibly earlier. Sherry Redstone hired banker Byron Trott to advise on a possible sale. But the event I want to really focus on is this White Squire event, possible White Squire event. Notice it is Walmart investing $750 million in Paramount Global. Now, let's look at this event as to how it might unfold. Remember, it is under a scenario. And the scenario that it's under is Hollywood rebirth. We've talked about scenarios in the past, but the Hollywood rebirth scenario is essentially a new golden age of Hollywood where content really becomes important and quality content really drives growth. There's other factors in that scenario, but that's the main one. Under that scenario, and this is important, the probability of this happening is high. Remember, we have 5 states for probabilities, ranging from very low to very high. Under different scenarios, by the way, there's some not so positive events that Paramount could be facing, including Paramount struggling under expense pressure. But we're focusing right now on this scenario, which is a Hollywood rebirth. Let's look at this event in some detail, possible event. Forecast February 2025. Walmart is looking more and more like Amazon as it makes another major move in digital advertising by investing $750 million in a new convertible preferred stock offering issued by Paramount Global. Now, this is a direct investment, not in the secondary market. When Berkshire Hathaway made investments, it was in the secondary market. This is a direct investment which will increase Paramount's cash coffers. And it's designed to add additional funding to fuel the growth of Paramount Plus to the place where it generates steady and increasing cash flow. Really important. Now, I understand that Paramount Global is going to report its fourth quarter numbers next week. One number you can bet that's going to be watched very carefully is what it calls its direct-to-consumer OIBDA, O-I-B-D-A. I won't get into details. That's operating income before depreciation and amortization. It's a proxy for pre-tax cash flow. Now, this number, just to give you some idea, has been very, very negative. In 2022, I believe, was approaching negative $2 billion. Not good. In the last quarter that reported, Q3 of 2023, the number was something like negative $238 million, so it's improving. Now, one number that we're going to be watching carefully next week is what is this number for Q4? The point is that the Walmart equity stake is designed to move Paramount Plus and direct-to-consumer for Paramount Global overall into increasingly steady free cash flow. This will be and could be a driver of Paramount's valuation and may be very pleasing to decision makers at Paramount Global. Now, the deal for Walmart will add to its solution stack that includes Vizio, and we'll talk about this Vizio deal in just a minute. The investment enables Paramount to reach a broader audience with deep connection to Walmart's retail, a deeper connection to Walmart's retail muscle and to Vizio's technology. Walmart's going to get a seat on the board for doing this deal, and a seat on the board at Paramount Global. Little relevant background. As I mentioned, the Vizio deal, this was a recent deal. It just happened a couple days ago. Walmart agrees to buy television maker Vizio to accelerate the growth of Walmart Connect through Vizio SmartCast operating system. The acquisition will allow Walmart to enhance its advertising and media business, offering innovative television and in-home entertainment experiences. Walmart was reported its global ad business had reached $3.4 billion in the year ending January of 2024, up some 28% year over year. That's significant, but it's still a very small amount of Walmart's overall revenue. All right, so where are we at? Amidst Paramount pessimism, is there an optimistic scenario for the company? Will Paramount be able to build value by leveraging its partnership with Walmart? And additionally, will Walmart make a significant minority equity investment in Paramount Global as the Bentonville company moves aggressively into digital advertising and digital entertainment? Will Walmart look more and more like Amazon and make a deep commitment to video streaming and to Paramount Global? We'll be watching.